I've been having this really weird dream about Dad lately. He says, Pat, what's the greatest day in the history of the world? And I'm like, Dad, I don't know. And he just looks at me and he smiles.
He says today.
How'd you do that?
It's as real a family as you'll find on film outside a documentary.
Do you understand?
Yes, Mom. Okay.
Love you. Goodbye.
Did you just hang up on me?
Awkward, painful, funny, and sweet. The kind of movie that sneaks up on you.
It made me cry at the end,
It
which
did?
was kind of unexpected. Why do we find awkward family situations so mesmerizing to watch?
Because it's everybody's family. I mean, the truth is, if you dig just one layer deep, everyone's family is Cuckoosville.
Right, but don't we usually want to escape from that? It's like we escape from the Cuckoosville family and go straight to the movie theater.
I think we take some comfort in knowing that we're not alone,
Right.
and that like everyone like secretly doesn't want to be around their family.
Jason Segel is Jeff, who does live at home and waits for the universe to send him signs. Academy Award winner Susan Sarandon plays his exasperated mother.
One of the things that stood out to me in this movie is the eternal question that I think moms face, which is where is the line between supporting and enabling?
That's a very good question. I think in today's economy, that it's not a sign of failure if your kids need a safety net and they come home, but I think the tricky thing is trying to make sure that they don't fall into the pattern of coming home and being 10.
Realism was critical to writers, directors, and brothers Mark and Jay Duplass. Dialogue was improvised, and they shot on location in their hometown.
We went to New Orleans. We lived with our parents while we made this movie, but we also lived with our wives and our 2 young daughters and our parents. So there was 8 of us in a house together. So there's a meta aspect to this film.
Ed Helms, star of NBC's The Office, plays Jeff's brother, a self-absorbed, unhappy status seeker.
Your Porsche is tiny.
Porsche's normal sized. You're a Sasquatch.
What about this notion of if we just listen to what the universe is telling us a little bit more, maybe we would hear something? Do you buy into that at all?
I'm open to it. I'd love the universe to prove something to me, but I'm just very kind of clinical and mathematical about stuff, and I don't. I'm a real tough audience for kind of spiritual stuff.
Yeah. So if you get struck by lightning after this interview, we know why.
The universe is like, shut up, Helms. We're sick of you.
You're just in this mindset, and you're not
It's not a mindset. We don't have the money.
Yeah, that's the mindset I'm talking about.
Rounding out the cast is Judy Greer, who could double as an ambassador for the city of Seattle.
Where are you from? Seattle. Yes? We're a fan of Seattle. I love Seattle.
I mean, the Elliott Bay book.
Yes.
Right? I mean,
bookstore.
I love it so much there. And then we're at the Virginia Inn.
Yeah.
And
you do know your Seattle.
And Mama's Kitchen.
Yes.
Are you joking?
Mexican in Belltown.
I mean,
I know.
So
Delish.
yummy. And then
Delish.
Dick's. And I can say Dick's.
Because it's
a
burger
restaurant.
place.
Yeah, you go and get burgers there. It's so awesome.
Jeff, who lives at home, is an authentic character study, cringeworthy and charming, that will leave audiences feeling hopeful. It's not a typical Hollywood comedy, and that's exactly why it works.
It all feels a little bit more pregnant. It all feels a little bit more on the edge, and surprises are more apt to come out.
Like making someone cry at the end.
Like making a poor girl from north of Seattle cry 2 times.
2 times.
Boom.
So Kim gives Jeff, Who Lives at Home, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Now, Kim, obviously you like the film, but is it for everybody?
Yeah, I mean, I think anyone with a family could definitely relate to this movie, and it's one of those rare films that leaves you feeling really satisfied at the end. But I will say that if you're one of those people who loves movies with lots of explosions or special effects or really fancy sets, maybe this one isn't for you.